Stop. Don't move. That's not a suggestion. It's a warning. Because sometimes in life, crossing the wrong red light doesn't just cost you time, it costs you everything. The red light of life isn't just about traffic. It's that gut feeling, that pause in your spirit, that unshakable "don't go yet." Your conscience, your intuition, your God-given radar screaming, "Wait, don't cross, danger is ahead." But here's the problem. We live in a culture that worships speed. Faster money, faster results, faster success. Everyone wants to rush, to sprint, to skip the waiting. But what's speed worth if it drives you straight into destruction? The red light exists for a reason, to protect you, to preserve you, to align you. Ignore it, and you're not just reckless. You're writing your own accident report. Let's be real. Why do people blow through red lights in life? Impatience. They think waiting is weakness. They want results now, without process. Pride. They believe the rules don't apply to them. Others might crash, but not me. Pressure. They see others moving, so they follow the crowd. They confuse motion with progress. Blindness. Sometimes they just don't see the danger until it's too late. And every single one of these reasons, they feel small at the start, until the impact hits. When you cross the red light of life knowingly or mistakenly, you pay. Always. Maybe not instantly, but eventually. Cross the red light in relationships? You end up tied to the wrong person, carrying wounds that bleed into every corner of your soul. Cross it in your career? You take shortcuts, compromise integrity, and lose the very thing that gave your work meaning. Cross it in your spirit? You silence your inner compass, and soon you can't even hear your own truth anymore. Some crashes break bones, but these? They break identities. Yes, some people cross red lights and nothing happens right away. They get lucky. They look back and say, "See, I'm fine, nothing went wrong." But luck is not safety. Luck is a delayed consequence. Never mistake survival for success. Here's the hard truth. Waiting doesn't weaken you, it weapons you. Patience sharpens vision. It builds self-control. It trains your character to carry what speed alone could never sustain. The green light is not just about timing. It's about readiness. And sometimes, the only thing separating a tragedy from a triumph is whether you respected the red long enough to prepare for the green. Real-life parallels. Samson ignored the red lights of his calling. His strength was wasted in the wrong laps. David respected the red light when he refused to kill Saul. That restraint birthed his destiny as king. Every mistake that hurt you most, trace it back. Didn't you see a red warning before it happened? Didn't something inside whisper, "Don't do this"? The red light of life always flashes before disaster. Always. The question is, did you listen or did you cross? It's not just rebellion. Sometimes it's carelessness. One wrong text, one careless yes. One moment of thinking, "This doesn't matter." And suddenly, your whole life changes course. That's why awareness matters. Discipline matters. Boundaries matter. You can't afford to live distracted in a world full of red lights. Rewriting the narrative. Here's the good news. You don't have to keep crashing. You don't have to keep running every red. Wisdom is learning from the bruise before it becomes a break. Maturity is saying, if it's red, I'll wait, no matter how long, no matter how tempting, no matter who's honking behind me. Because no opportunity is worth your soul. No shortcut is worth your peace. No rush is worth your ruin. What respecting the red light gives you. When you learn to stop at red, you gain clarity to see the real danger, strength to resist pressure, patience that prepares you for green, the confidence of knowing your timing is aligned with destiny. You stop living in accidents. You start living in purpose. The takeaway. So here's the charge. The next time life flashes red, don't panic. Don't rush. Don't rebel. Stop, breathe, listen. Because red is not punishment. It's protection. You are not losing time. You are gaining life. You are not being delayed. You are being developed. Never cross the red light of life knowingly. Never cross it carelessly. Because some wrong turns you can't just U-turn from. The red light of life is sacred. Respect it, and you'll live long enough to see every green you were meant to run through.